Happy New Year, everyone. It's me, Michael, coming to you from the house. I just wanted to come on here really quickly and say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much to everyone who sent me a message or a word of encouragement as I set off on this podcast journey. I have zero clue what I'm doing, but I do know that I made a promise to myself that I would get at least one video out there on January 1st. So this is me doing it. Hi, one video out on January 1st. This is going to be a year that I fully commit to committing my promises to myself and following through on certain things. And this is one of them. As much as it makes me afraid and pains me, I want to stay true to this commitment to you all and to myself. So what is terminally unique? Terminally unique is a phrase that I once heard in the beginning of my recovery process where people would say to me quite often, you're just terminally unique. And it's because I could only see the differences of how I stood out from other addicts and alcoholics. And those differences are what kept me going back out there, because I was like, this all works for you all, but it doesn't work for me. So my goal and my hope is that through this podcast, through our conversations together, that maybe there's another addict or alcoholic out there who might see themselves reflected in my story or maybe in someone else's story. And we have the opportunity to see one another and potentially heal ourselves as we go through this life. It's not an easy thing by any means, but it is possible. I remember just a few years ago when I was completely lost, completely just trying to figure out what is this thing called sobriety and how can I obtain it, because other people seem to get it easier than me. But here we are, 4.5 years later, and doing this thing, and I have zero clue where it's going, but I'm on this journey. Yeah, I think that's all I got. I don't know. I really don't know. It's weird knowing that my fiance is in the other room and he can hear every word I say, which is very weird, just being absolutely honest. Can you hear me, Alex? Huh? You hear me, right? He's lying. That's his lying no. Huh? This is all very weird to me. So again, this is completely off the cuff. I probably won't ever do one off the cuff again. I don't know. I really don't know. I am just on this journey of discovery and figuring out what the podcast world means. And so if you're on this journey with me, please let me know. Send me a message, put a comment below. Again, the podcast is called Terminally Unique. See yourself, heal yourself. And my hope is that by bringing my voice to the front line, that maybe someone else out there will be able to hear something, see something, and maybe find recovery for themselves. This is not something that you can do alone by any means, but we're all in this together. And so if you're on this journey with me, shoot a message. I'm happy to do some chats. I'm pretty excited about some of the things I actually have planned to talk about. Today was just, I made a promise to myself that I would get a video out there. And so I'm fulfilling that promise no matter how it goes. So yeah, that's all I got. Welcome to Terminally Unique. I'll see y'all later. And this is my fiance. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I love it.